to a lot of experts over the years of how they had learning lessons around when they went remote, when they live now in a hybrid environment, how the actual environment they're in, taking, making, receiving calls, and any other media they're managing, can be impacted by their environment, conducive or not for the work. And so, what kind of challenges did you see were happening during these shifts, and then especially around engagement and monitoring of those agents when they are remote? How did you see from your perspective that shift, and whether or not there was anything that has changed, reshaped around that experience?
Yeah, I would say that I'll speak from kind of an agent's level and a supervisor level from what we've seen too, right? So from an agent level, it was a huge shift. We ran out of headsets by the millions per SKU during the COVID kind of pandemic times because people found out that they had to go home and we just couldn't produce enough. And we had to keep people in our own factories despite the pandemic just to make them. Um, but we pieced everything together to get them solutions at the time. Agents had to kind of adjust because they're coming from brick and mortar environments, many of them where you had cheerleaders, you had supervisors being able to help them out to see when they were active, when they were not in queue, off queue, when they needed help, when they got it yelled at and things like that. I think a lot of them lost that visibility with their supervisors, and from the supervisors we've spoken to, they lost that ability to really motivate their agents while at home, right? And so and figure out what the metrics were and how to support them best. I think those human things really suffered during the pandemic. And where we really kind of came in was to provide a device that allowed them to deal with the barking dogs, the crying babies. Or in some cases, they were in a one bedroom apartment and they shared that with another person working from home. So you had noise from another person working in a small space, right? So being able to, and right now what's happening is that we're feeling the effects of that. There are a lot of people that bought cheaper headsets that didn't cancel the noise, and they're now trying to replace those headsets because they're infusing more AI into the mix where voice data matters, right? And kids and dogs and babies don't really create the best data when it comes through on my microphone here, especially when I've invested in all these licenses for all that, right? So those are some of the things that we kind of saw happen through the pandemic, a big rush of devices. Um, and then now kind of the cleanup on the back end is where we're at right now, is we really need a quality device now. We can't deal with this $30 headset that we got off online that doesn't work because that $30 headset is now coming back into the contact center and it's loud again because people are coming back in.